Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play the Forgotten City the next day, another day. We are not yet fully regent, but well, here we are, yet again, the next day.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost?
We have this conversation with yeah.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life. Oh, I guess how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you again.
Of course. What did you want to know?
Wait.
Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it.
Yeah,
I'm
wait.
a farmer.
That we all had. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's...
Sure.
Thanks, friend. Well, as much as I'd love to get out...
Okay, let's quickly skip all of that. Oh, yeah, but... wait.
Bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. That's good enough for me.
Okay. If Malleus runs, he's going to break the golden rule and kill us all.
And how could you know that? I mean, I don't like the man, but I don't see how you could know a thing like that.
Yeah, he plans to have Sentius executed for treason.
You overheard him say that? Oh, why does that not surprise me? He and Sentius have despised each other for a long time now. Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
Alright. Now, and I'm gonna do...
Alright, see you around.
And I am gonna try to not trigger the election and the... not conversation, but the thing we have had with the selection, yeah, and the bow thing in the, or at the, oh boy, at the collapsing shrine thing with the lady there. That's what I meant. If I hope I relatively described that in a bad way. Not as bad as usual. Okay, we haven't been in this area. Let's collect a couple of clues, and then maybe we can at one point stitch more things together here. That is the plan. These we can take. And maybe in the clinic we can hand... I forgot the item, it was yesterday I played that. The item, we have collected an item. Maybe we can hand that one over. Wait, that's where we just came... oh boy. I am smart sometimes, I admit. I mean, I ain't into drinking at all, right? Drinking alcohol, but up here with a nice cold Coke or tea. Oh, is that beautiful. That is... I do get why people would be here and chill. Oh, damn it. Please let... Oh, thank you. I wouldn't have liked to go the way around. At least this is an area we have not been before. And back there, if we can get into the villa or whatever that is, or I don't know if we can get in there. These are areas we have not been before. I think. Yeah, let's start on the left side. Here we have a couple of people to talk to.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
I'm fine, thanks.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned. Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
How did you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
Let's hope so. Let's talk about something else. How do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
Works out.
And what do you think about the Golden Rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
I don't think so. I think people are fundamentally good. Seems the way to me, yeah.
If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention.
Oh, there's going to be some intervention, all right.
I wish I shared your faith.
Now, so you're a Christian.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Okay, we'll be going.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
No!
No. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Yeah, we all do. Alright, I'll talk to him. Do you really think this is... yeah.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
It's wrong, and I was just going to ask you what's wrong. I think you have the right to die if you are suffering badly. Well, the second one.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love, I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord, that poor lamb.
He just didn't break the golden rule. What does this mean? What happens
I'll
now?
have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Okay, sadly enough, we have witnessed a suicide. I ain't gonna jump, by the way. There should be the daddy body. Okay. We still have a bit of stuff to do, right? We still have a bit to do. If it seems somebody removed the plague from here, I'll need to find it to decipher the meaning of the obelisk. Will do. We have a graffiti here. How can we pass the test if we don't know the rules? And that brings us somewhere else. Okay, first of all, locked. Okay, good. That concludes that. My plan in this loop on this day is actually to talk to everyone I see, to have all the conversations done and everything we need to do, and then with the next couple, or on the next loops actually, conclude the quests, bring on that. Okay, find a creative way into the upper cistern. Okay. I ain't creative. I don't know. Now. However, that rock ball is... Anyways. I know. I could have taken the rope. I know. So what we can do is actually give the priestess, which does the medical stuff. Oh, I can't go there. That's too bad. The key, and then maybe from there we can crack on. That's what I hope. Yep, we need a bow. Glitched arrow, nice. No trom. Nivea. I'm locking myself. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Ah. And yes, I'm gonna be going by foot. Just in case we meet someone important or can pick up something important. That's the plan. Like that. And there I see someone. Ah, okay. Now that would lead, or that could lead with a conversation to... Oh, no, they ain't here. So two things. First of all, I haven't talked to him.
Fresh meat, huh? Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
What's your story?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
I like to meet him.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Afford what?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
How about 100? Okay. Here's 10, alright, what do you want? Let's go with that, actually.
Dunno. Something good.
Isn't soliciting bribes a sin?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
How about 10?
Hey, Caput Murde, Futuere es. Just make it good. Os in Coolio mio. Just make it good.
Okay.
Just make it good.
Okay, do you know a way out of here?
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
What do you think about, I guess, the golden rule he likes?
I think it's gone on long enough. And Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Sounds great. Can I help in some way? How is he going to do that? Yeah.
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Why can't you tell me now?
'Cause if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that.
I'm not sure I believe that.
Old man Sentius got you already, did he? Well, I'm not talking to people in his faction. Confutuare. Os in Coolio mio.
Okay. I think we were, by the way, through with them options. I think. That's probably
Hey.
locked.
You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
No.
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie, I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed, and it was eating Hannibal.
Wouldn't that have broken the golden rule? What did you do?
What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
That was a great story, but I'm still going down there.
Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
Okay, so we just can enter? Oh, okay, game. Oh, it's okay. It's reloaded. Okay, we have not a weapon. We are not having a bow. We are not having a sword. So that is now not a option. And I will need all the help I can get. Yep, that we already had. Gonna find us a nice conversation. Let's read the note. An anonymous friend to Octavia made a lot less and keep you. I am sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but I am right, then you are a believer like me. You may not be able to worship openly here, but know what, you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there's a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theater. Turn right at the first fork and again at the second. And before we talk to, I guess, her, I'm going to take a quick look up. I can. Okay, that's nice to have a view and everything. But if I would build a house, I actually don't know if I would have... Okay, we are not gonna steal. This is just... At least like that, a little bit of a waste, I think. But anyways, who am I? I ain't no architect. Or art critic. And none of the both. So, hello.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Okay. I've been asking people about how they... Yeah.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed?
Some people mentioned memory lapses.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else?
Some people mentioned an encounter with a stranger on the riverbank.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. What else?
That's all?
There are definitely some common threads there. But I think we'll need at least a few to ensure we're not just seeing coincidences. Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't want us to rush to any conclusions yet. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind, and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the others first.
Okay.
Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
And yes, I expected a bit more. I probably am not gonna be able to enter here, right? Yeah, locked. So I do think one of the first things to... Yeah, we are gonna talk to, as I said, to the doctor.
What's in Coolio Mio?
Yeah, thank you for the conversation. So first of all, I think we have now seen everything around here. I think. I'm not that certain, but I'm quite certain. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulates decius won't give it to me. It's too late. She just slipped. No.
Didn't we? Okay, I'm gonna
Come back.
I'm gonna take a look into the quest log. There we go. Wait a second. Figure out Water under the bridge, a thorn in the paw. I am quite dying grasp. Try to hand over the resin. Yes. The locked villa. Did I not freaking highlight the quest? There, okay, that is... There we go. Hello, let's talk to him. Okay, he's busy. Why are you busy, buddy? How?
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
Okay, and I think after the conversation I can actually talk to him.
Why?
Oh, hello. Okay, flatulence, rhubarb, ulcers, gentiane, stomach pain, glucoryza, root medicine, willow bark, sorry, boiled aloe. Okay.
Feeling all right? You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
Actually, I didn't. I found it another way.
Oh, I see. Well, what's the treatment?
Willow bark.
Willowback. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Yeah. Okay, a pot of finely shaved willow bark for medical purposes. Take item.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks again for helping remove the thorn from the lion's paw. The spirit of Androcles smiles upon you.
Good. I actually want to see now, can we talk, buddy?
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff.
Yes.
Salve, stranger. And what terrible
Oh, wait. But, okay. What's your story?
How did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Let's hear it.
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You chose to go, right?
The girl? Weren't you listening? All my valuables or the girl? I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
So you took her with you after all.
No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank not far from here with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Sounds like you got what you deserved.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii, but I've already made it back, and this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
Now, do you know a way out?
I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
Thanks, I keep an eye out for them. And what do you think about the golden rule?
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
I see what hasn't... Oh, yeah, hasn't he banned weapons?
Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet.
I see what I can do.
Thank you, friend.
Who are you going to work for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
I'd like you to work for Sentius.
Not going to happen.
Okay, I need some silphium resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
How would I come up with 1,000 denarii?
That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
You are price gouging over life-saving medicine. What's wrong with you?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Take it. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
That whisper?
You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands.
What happened to Navia?
She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this silphium or not?
How about I just take it instead? No!
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
I'll be going.
Very well. Another time.
Okay, guys, that is then actually gonna right now bring us to the end of today's episode. In the next one, we are gonna have a chat there to Rufius. But for now, you know it. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a tinsy little thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty. Bye.